I see people in the chat. David's so upset. Pakman is seething. David, are you going to cry tonight?
All right, it's been almost a year since that glorious night, election night, November 5th and 6th, 2024. Let's sit back and watch another story with a happy ending as we watch progressive YouTuber David Pakman go from smug and overconfident to devastated by the end of the night when the numbers come in and he has to report about it in the midst of people trolling him on his feed.
Might be able to flip Arizona and Georgia, but also maybe not. And even if he does, he still loses.
Wrong, 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 wrong.
So in a sense, it's almost like if nothing changes and no major mistake takes place, she probably wins with between 278 and 306, which
it's not going to happen.
Which I believe, I don't remember if it's 303 or 306, which is what it would be this year if she had the same states. I know there's been a slight realignment of the electoral votes, but it seems the most likely outcome is a Harris victory with between 278 and the low threes, with a couple states maybe flipping. If indeed we defeat the scourge or scourge that is MAGA today, and we set it to the dustbin of history, okay, as Ron DeSantis would say, it is the start of 4 years of opportunity to make Kamala Harris the most progressive president that we can make her. First woman president, and we will say this was the right result, and then we get to work. Okay. On the other hand, if indeed MAGA prevails tonight, then we are going to be up against 4 years of some of the most high stakes defense that you can imagine. And I know that there will be an instinct to tune out if Trump wins. But then in January, we need to get to work because the defense is extraordinarily high stakes. So far, mostly everything as expected. Some early signs that could be good for Kamala Harris, some early signs that could be potentially good for Donald Trump. Harris can lose Georgia. If she gets Pennsylvania and gets North Carolina, where she's leading right now, she's fine.
Wrong, 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 wrong.
She's fine. And I know people are seeing light blue Texas. This happened last time. Let's wait on Texas. Ohio with 31% reporting is Kamala +7. That's already starting to become an interesting number. But if she were to get some combination of Ohio, Pennsylvania, North Carolina, Texas,
Do you hear yourself?
I don't even know why we're talking about Texas. I don't believe she will ultimately win Texas, but there are other paths here. She wins. So I know that there are people that are panicking already in my audience. 4 years ago, I told you, I will let you know when to panic. We are nowhere near any time needing to panic. Let him win Florida by 12 if that's what he wants to do. Okay. Look at this map. Look at this map. This gives Trump Georgia, Arizona, and Nevada. Okay. It gives Trump all of that. Harris wins. Okay. Harris wins this scenario. So what we really need to be looking at, start with this map in your head. David, what are Kamala's chances? You've got to wait and see. She's steady. Oh no, Trump at 74, 72. And then Polymarket more or less, actually, Polymarket is now seeing a reversal. This is very interesting. The peak here that we saw for Trump of 78, it's actually starting to reverse.
Yeah, he didn't mention it's starting to reverse and then going back again already.
It looks good, Alex, and I don't want to get ahead of anybody's. I don't want to get ahead of the ball. I don't want to count the chickens before they're hatched. But It's looking very good, and the markets are reflecting that.
So listen, the conspiracy people are convinced that Trump is going to win this thing. If Pennsylvania falls to Trump, it is must win everything that's left for Kamala Harris.
It's not going to happen.
You never want to be in that scenario. But I want to restate, I see people in the chat assuming Pennsylvania is dead. Pennsylvania is not dead. With 51% reporting Trump's, oh dear God, reporting Trump's, oh dear God, with reporting Trump's lead is 75K. Yes, that's the biggest lead he's had tonight, but we are still expecting massive, massive dumps from the cities of Pennsylvania.
At this point of the night, he's already going through the stages of grief in real time.
I voted for Harris because it makes sense. It makes sense. Let's go through what some of my friends are texting me. One of my friends is panic buying poly market shares for Harris. What do I really think the odds of a Harris win are? This is crazy. I'm not giving people betting advice. He says he thinks 60-40, but intellectually it feels like 70-30 Harris. I have no idea, honestly, is my response. I don't want people making betting decisions based on this. These super chats are funny. Someone just paid $2 to say democracy has spoken, Trump. Democracy has spoken, Trump. You're fake news. And can't get that right. I'm the one who has been getting criticized by my audience for saying, guys, Trump really might win this thing for months now. So I don't know what I said that's fake. Wisconsin was recently a 62-point margin for Trump. It is now 1378K. So Wisconsin, Trump growing the margin. In Michigan, what was 100 and can't read my own handwriting, 107 or 167, it was 107. Now it is 102,000. So Michigan is stabilizing. And Pennsylvania, which could be the absolute critical one, was recently 177,000 vote margin. It has now gone up to 189,000 vote margin. Could reverse. We're going to follow it. Arizona, still, after nearly 2 hours, major problems seemingly in Arizona. Arizona still stuck with a 2,900 vote lead for Trump. That seems to be similar to what Decision Desk has, and still with Trump in Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania. Ladies and gentlemen, that is going to conclude our coverage for tonight.
Seriously, you could not stay online a couple more hours to see if you could call it? He just did not want to be on live when he had to call it. He needed to get offline and go drown his sorrows somewhere.
Shockingly, I have to get up in a few hours to do tomorrow's show. Now, what we will know by tomorrow morning, tomorrow afternoon, I don't yet know. I really appreciate everybody who joined me. We may know nothing more for several hours now, and that is going to be where we will pick it up tomorrow. Make sure that you are subscribed to the YouTube channel. Make sure that you are ready for 4 years of something. I don't yet know what it's going to be, but it's going to be 4 years of something. And we will see everybody tomorrow with the new show, and maybe we will know who the winner is by then. Maybe we will not. What a night. Let's not lose hope. It could still go either way, and we must count all of the votes. I'll see everybody tomorrow.
The next day.
I am tired. My voice is strained. It was a long and sadly not a positive night, but I am here. Let me just say right up front, I know what so many of you are feeling. I'm getting the messages from some of you that you're tuning out. We are seeing the cancellations. We are seeing the people unsubscribing. Here is my plea to you. Give me the next hour before you finalize that decision. Let's see if we can get a shared understanding of what needs to happen. Let's see if we agree as to what the next steps are. Give me the hour. There's plenty of time to tune away and never pay attention to politics again. We have time for that. You can decide that in an hour or 45 minutes if you listen at 1.25 speed. And then let's make that decision. So let's start with the obvious. No way to sugarcoat it. Very bad news. Failed former President Donald Trump is poised to become a failed president once again. Donald Trump has defeated Kamala Harris, but it seems the most likely outcome is a Harris victory with between 278 and the low threes, with a couple states maybe flipping.